moaning greedy slut. Then come morning house me devil head hurts.
It won't be as cocky once the Baron's men whip your arse.
Buy in.
I'm gonna buy back
Show me
that
what you've
armor I
got on
sold
offer.
you. This one, right? $527. Don't have enough.
So long.
I'm doing it. I'm putting on this armor. I'm just gonna wear it. Screw it. It's medium armor. It gives more armor protection.
Buy in or just perusing?
Show me what you've got on offer.
All right. Whoops.
So long.
Do I have anything else? Nope. All right. Screw it. I'm allowing it. I'm allowing it. Wait, I gotta go to... I'm allowing myself to use other armor. While it's available to me. Ow! I wonder if she was causing... the screams and the yells. Nice. Need that. Yeah, I just really want to use Witcher gear. That's why I was kind of making that rule for myself. And I may actually go back.
Millie, we gotta flee. Quick now. Millie. Millie, what's with ye?
I don't know. So, burning. Ah!
What? No. No, stay back.
Don't leave me.
Need to look around and find another one somewhere. I think there's another one here somewhere. Unless I'm totally just wrong. That could be. I think I am.
Peasants didn't come here to ask nicely.
Place is full of rats. As many dead as alive. Think they're feeding on...
Geralt, stop. You needn't be so detailed.
Blood. Many must have died here.
Where's that noble? Lying here, quiet as a mouse, head split open like a rotted pumpkin. More like a peasant now, sloshing around in his own blood and shite. Be nothing noble about him.
Too quick a death they gave him. Should have been made to suffer.
He's not the end of it. Sons can suffer for it, and the daughter. To the top!
Startled me. Why is there knocking on the door? There's nothing down here except for rats.
Rich folk. Doubt I'll ever understand them. Keeping rats in cages like rabbits.
Let him out, maybe? Like to die of hunger if we leave him there.
I'd sooner burn the vermin. Releasing him's not like to bring no good. Imagine the harm they'd do if they swam back to the village.
Swam? Rats? How do you figure they'd do that?
You needn't fret for 'em. Clever little bastards. Clever than you.
They seem sluggish to you. Got the mange, maybe? Oh, and that stench!
Locked. Okay, guess we're moving up the tower. You hear me, Kira? We're moving up the tower. There would be a dead body there.
Don't start, Annabelle. Back to your craft. Always bending my ear about fool peasants. I'll not hear of them again. That simpleton turned your head, but one Graham hardly makes the rest courtly, one and all.
My lord, peasants. They're through the door in the tower.
Hold on a sec. They really nailed the atmosphere on this one.
Gold! Piles of it! Oh, won't do the dead any good now, will it? Strange it's still here.
Why?
Strange it's still here. The noble died a time ago. Who's that? Show yourself. Anyone there? Who are you?
Why? Stop it. That's creepy. Stop it. Why? With the noises and stuff. Why?
laboratory at the top of the tower yet?
I'm at the top. Nothing here that looks like a laboratory.
Then he's not reached the highest level. Look for a passage.
That didn't do anything. Ooh, what is this? Hello.
Someone dragged something across the floor, or dragged it from one wall to the other, repeatedly.
What about this one? There we go.
Looks like a laboratory.
Wow, wow.
Equipped too.
The Mage Alexander's Log, Part 2. Day 346. I never did like rats, not because of their obscene tales, but rather on account of their lively, disturbing intelligence. They're always listening, when a man believes he is talking only to himself, and what's worse, they seem to understand. A few days ago, I caught myself talking to one of them, to a particularly large black male with a torn-off ear. At first, I was overcome by panic. Was this the first manifestation of the illness? Of course. That was impossible, for I had fortified my immunity with powerful spells. Upon further consideration, I concluded it was an altogether natural reflex, one even of the most learned among us find hard to restrain. We mages like to be listened to. I place the black rat in a separate cage. The time will come for it to play a part in the tests. Meanwhile, it can keep me company and observe. I've noticed it looks with great concentration at the cages of its infected brethren, particularly those in the last stages of illness. Fascinating. Speaking of company, I have none, besides the black rat, and cannot hope for better. The Sarad avoids the laboratory and has expressed his desire for his daughter to steer clear of me as well. At first I thought he feared a moral scandal, which would be risible in the extreme, but he explained the true reason in due course. It seems Annabelle has always possessed a fragile psychic constitution. Observing the ill might throw her into a foul humors. The peasants taking part of the studies have stopped speaking to me. I don't know what they believe this little act of defiance will serve. It does me no harm. It made for lousy conversation partners. There remains, of course, the woman, but as for her, I try to limit my contact. Day 362. My black rat has died. Today I found him curled up in his cage. I suspected he had become infected on accident. During the autopsy, I did not uncover any signs of illness. He was also perfectly well fed. Strange. From a medical point of view, his health remains unexplained, something which I must admit irritates the scholar in me, but as mentioned previously, I'm not particularly fond of rats. There's another one. I've missed it.
Experimenting on humans. Never would have gotten away with it if the Conclave were still in charge.
This has got, like, Make a Witcher Foundation vibes. Oh.
Why did you leave? You claimed to love me. I'm cold. Why has no one come for me? I cannot leave this place. I see no way out. Who are you? Do you seek to hurt me as well?
No.
I'm a Witcher. I want to lift the curse that grips this island. Your turn to tell me who you are. The other ghosts, they couldn't see me.
I'm special. Always was. The rare beauty. The Lord's daughter. These lands, as far as the eye can see, were ours. My family and I, we hid in the Major's tower to await the war's end, the end of hard times. It was not to be forever.
Mage who lived here. Who was he?
Alexander? I hardly knew him. He spent most of his time locked away in this tower. He's dead too, you know. They're all dead. Mountains of corpses, yet I stand here alone, all alone. They've all abandoned me. Even he who promised me everlasting love. You will abandon me as well.
If I can lift the curse, you yourself will be free to leave. Tell me what happened here. Peasants sailed to the island to ask for food. Is that true?
No. They came to rob and kill. They thought us rich, believed we'd stowed ourselves away here to laugh at their misery. Yet we had little food as well. Too little to share with those who came. They slaughtered everyone. I heard my father cry out, but the mage told me not to reveal myself or let anyone in. He gave me a potion. If I was discovered, I was to drink it. He said everything would be all right.
What happened then?
Fear. Terrible fear. I feared the men who approached, but I also feared the potion, drinking it.
Didn't trust the mage?
In the village, they claimed he meddled in disease. Not curing it, but causing it. They said he lured rats into the tower, infected them with the Catriona. Only rumors, surely, but I was afraid. So horribly afraid. And then I heard him. My beloved Graham. He called to me. I opened the door for him, but others rushed in. They lunged at me and...
Did they hurt you?
They gripped my arms, tore at my dress. I managed to free myself and drink the potion, and then... nothing.
You died.
Poisoned. That how you died?
No, for I later awoke.
Oh.
I was alone, it was dark. Only there were rats. Everywhere. Dozens. Hundreds. And I... couldn't move.
Sleeping potion. Effects hadn't worn off yet. You were paralyzed.
They were everywhere. All over me like insects. My face, my hands. I felt them rip open my skin, then crawl into my stomach.
Oh, man.
They tore me apart, and I could not even scream.
Oh.
Have I not suffered enough? Why can't I leave this place?
What a way to go, dude.
How can I help you?
Eaten
A
alive.
curse born of hatred binds me to this place. Only love's power can hope to lift it. But who could love a race?
And your beloved, he dead too?
Grail? No, he lives. I would know if he died. But he fled and abandoned me. Left me here all alone.
Maybe you could strip the curse of its power by forgiving him. You might cleanse the isle. Your beloved, who is he? A noble son?
No, a poor fisherman. My father objected, strongly. He did not see us together. I miss him so. Each night I walk to the island shore to gaze upon the village. Does he remember me still?
Guarantee you he
Said
does.
Before you can't leave the tower.
Did I? You must have misheard.
I don't think so.
I don't know anymore. It's all a nightmare to me.
As I see it, you're the curse's focus. The other ghosts on the island, their auras aren't nearly as strong as yours. My medallion started pulsating as soon as we started talking.
I don't know what you mean, but you do seem to know some things. You could be right. My fate is tied to the Isle, I feel that. Perhaps because I am heiress of these lands.
It could be your blood ties to the land, the base of the curse, that is. If so, forgiving Graham, laying your resentment to rest should lift it.
I loved him. I'm prepared to forgive him. But I must know that he regrets what he did. Take my bones to him. He must bury them. This will be our farewell. Will you speak to him? Will you do this for me?
Yeah, sure.
Fine. I'll talk to Graham. Where will I find him?
He lives in the village on the lakeshore, yet... What if he's forgotten me?
Trust me, he
If
hasn't.
he loved you, he'll remember. And want to help.
He said he would always love me. Go to him. Make haste, please.
Annabelle's room. Oh, here's part 1. Nice. The Mage Alexander's Log, Part 1, Day 237. My experiments continue to return results I must consider unreliable. Methodological errors are not at fault. The problem lies in the shoddy and fallible research material I am forced to work with. Despite his prior assurance, the Sarad is unable to provide me with enough moderately healthy specimens for my tests. Most of the material is starved and terrified, having been dragged here straight from the dungeon. I waste a great deal of time daily washing and deluging them before I will so much as let them step foot into my laboratory. Sterility first. As Marty Sodergren managed to prove in her little-known work, the attitude of a patient undergoing treatment can have a significant impact on the battle against the disease. Unfortunately, the volunteers with which I am supplied do not show sufficient comprehension, let alone enthusiasm, for the noble work in which they are taking part. In fact, it seems they consider the research part of their punishment. I have tried a few times, though I am but a poor speaker, to convince them that they are contributing to their eradication of one of the greatest plagues tormenting mankind. I had the distinct impression they understood little, but perhaps their stupor was merely the result of the early stages of the illness. Of course, it is impossible to achieve success without significant sacrifices. The overwhelming majority of them will have to lay down their trifling lives on the altar of learning, but that is a sacrifice I am willing to make. This guy's crazy. He's nuts.